Does choosing tiles for your new home leave you floored? Well, get up, dust yourself off, and stay tuned. Hi everyone, if you're thinking of building or renovating, then this is the place to be. I am Nikki, and tonight we were talking all things floor tiles. We will be comparing the durability, cost, sustainability, ease of installation, and overall maintenance of ceramic, travertine, slate, and marble. If you want to know more about porcelain, terrazzo, sandstone, and granite tiles, then we will be covering that in next month's video. This is because there is just far too much information to cover all of that in one video, and I don't really want to be sitting here for half an hour talking about it, and I don't think you want to be listening to a half-hour video either. Made from clay, sand, and water, ceramic tiles are baked in a kiln in a straightforward manufacturing process, which is probably why they have been used for thousands of years. Ceramic tiles come in a huge variety of styles, colours, and patterns. They are inherently water resistant, making them ideal for bathrooms and kitchens. Unfortunately, they can sometimes feel cold and hard underfoot. And while they do come in loads of different colours, if you are looking for textured, natural looking tiles, then you're better off going with a different type. In terms of durability, while it's not really that bad, it's certainly not the best. There are heaps of other things on this list that are far more durable. In terms of cost, ceramic is either average or really good, tends to be the best. But of course, this depends on the colours and the textures that you're using. For maintenance, it's pretty average because ceramic is easy to clean regularly, but it might be harder to deep clean if not maintained correctly. And be careful using harsh chemical cleaners. In terms of sustainability, ceramic tiles are the best because they are made from natural materials that can be recycled. And you can also currently buy recycled ceramic tiles. Ceramic tiles are also excellent for the DIYer, being the easiest to install. This is because they are really easy to cut, lighter than most other materials, and are less likely to break when being installed. And they usually don't require any specific sealing or polishing or anything like that. In short, if you are looking for an easy, sustainable, cost-effective floor tile that will withstand most of the wear and tear of an average household, then ceramic tile is the choice. Travertine is a natural form of limestone that is deposited by mineral springs, especially hot springs. To become floor tiles, travertine is extracted from quarries, then cut into slabs. One of the biggest reasons for travertine's popularity is its natural beauty. Each tile has unique patterns, textures, and colour variations, from creamy beiges to warm browns, giving your floor a timeless, elegant, and one-of-a-kind look. But due to its natural porosity, travertine requires sealing to prevent staining and moisture absorption. And of course, this sealing has to be done regularly. Vinegar, lemon juice, or even some cleaning products need to be avoided because it can etch and stain the surface. So if you do spill anything like this on your travertine, clean it up straight away. While it is generally more durable than marble and ceramic, it is still not the toughest you can get, as it can still chip or scratch under heavy impact. Travertine is also pretty average in terms of cost. It's usually not as expensive as high-end marble or granite, but it is definitely a premium product compared to many other flooring options. Maintenance-wise, we rate it as average. Its natural texture with its pits and pores can make it a bit harder to clean than smoother surfaces, and regular sweeping and damp mopping are essential, as well as the sealing maintenance. When it comes to sustainability, travertine is average. As a natural material, it generally requires lower processing energy than most synthetics. However, its overall footprint can be higher if it needs to be transported long distances from quarries. It is also pretty average when it comes to ease of installation. It also requires a power wet saw equipped with a diamond blade. This complexity means that for the best results and to avoid costly errors, you should almost always leave this installation to the professionals. But if you love natural beauty and unique variations to your floor tiles and you're willing to commit to sealing once every couple of years, then travertine could be a really good choice for you. You know what would be marvelous? If you click that like button. Cheers. Slate is a fine-grained metamorphic rock formed from the compression of clay, shale, and volcanic ash. One of the reasons why people use slate is because of its look. Each tile has a unique appearance. Slate also comes in a wide spectrum of natural hues, from deep greys to rich greens and purples. Another advantage of slate is its natural slip resistance. Because it is slightly textured in nature, it gives you some good traction even when wet, which makes it great for kitchens, bathrooms, laundries, patios, and outdoor spaces around pools. One of the problems with slate is it can be quite cold to touch, which makes it not so great for patios in cooler weather. And it is really uneven. So when you start putting furniture down, it might get a little bit problematic. So just watch out for that. Slate is pretty average in terms of durability because it is more durable than ceramic, marble, and travertine, and minor scratches are not easily noticeable thanks to its natural texture, but it is not the absolute toughest floor you can get. In terms of cost, it's pretty average, but you can get the premium look slate without the cost of travertine. So while it's not as good as ceramic tiles, if you want a more premium looking product, could be the way to go. Slate is pretty average in terms of maintenance, with day-to-day cleaning being pretty easy. But like some of the other materials on this list, it does require regular sealing, especially if it's in constant contact with water, like around pools, outdoor areas, or bathrooms. This just helps to prevent stains and moisture absorption. For sustainability, slate is pretty average. While it is a non-renewable material, its longer lifespan means it's less likely to need replacing, and it can be recycled. Unfortunately, to install them is not as easy as ceramic tiles because slate requires very level substrates. So your floor needs to be perfectly flat and able to hold the additional weight of the slate tiles. The tiles can also be quite dense and difficult to cut precisely, and naturally they need to be sealed before being finished. So it's recommended to leave it to the professionals. In summary, slate tiles offer a unique natural beauty that's more on the darker side, excellent slip resistance, and impressive longevity. Now, while they might be cool to touch and require careful installation and regular sealing, their average durability, cost, and environmental profile make them a compelling option for a lot of homeowners looking to spend a little bit extra on something a little bit more unique. In general, marble has been a symbol for elegance and luxury for centuries. Marble is extracted from quarries into huge blocks and transported to factories, where they are cut into slabs and polished, honed, tumbled to achieve different finishes. There are a wide variety of shades you can get, from really, really dark black, some browns, creams, and all important whites with grey streaks. In some cases, installing marble tile floors can add value to your home, but I'm not a real estate agent, so don't quote me on that. Each marble tile is obviously unique due to the distinct veining patterns and wide range of natural colours, which means every floor is one of a kind. But while marble is excellent at withstanding heavy foot traffic, it is surprisingly susceptible to scratches, chips, stains, and cracks, especially compared to more resilient materials like porcelain or granite. Marble is certainly a premium product with a premium price tag. Its cost is very high due to its rarity, specialized extraction, processing, and ongoing upkeep, which is why we've ranked it as the worst. But if you can afford them, then you can afford the upkeep for them. While marble is a natural and non-renewable resource like some of the other stones we've discussed on this list, the significant amount of power and water used to extract and process the marble, as well as the transportation costs associated with getting it from the quarry to the people, contributes to the cost as well as its carbon footprint. Marble is very heavy, difficult to cut, requires sealing before you grout, and is more prone to damage like scratches, chips, and staining during the process of installation. So it really needs to be done by a professional marble installer, not just a professional tiler. Maintenance is also a major concern because it requires professional sealing to protect it from staining and etching. And some common foods and household cleaners can permanently stain the surface, making removal difficult and costly. So while marble looks sexy, there are a lot of costs associated with its upkeep and its installation. And if you're really sustainable conscious, probably not the best option for you. So there you have it for ceramic, travertine, slate, and marble. If you want to know about porcelain, terrazzo, sandstone, and granite, then stay tuned for next month's video where we'll be adding all of them to this list. And then after that video, we will be doing everything about polished, honed, vitrified, all of that other stuff, which is a whole nother ballgame. But thank you for tuning in tonight. I hope you found that helpful. I am Nikki, CEO and founder of Totally Wicked Group. I hope you have a totally wicked evening.